after those 6500 RPM, the complete character of this bike changes to an extremely aggressive bike. Hi, hello, REVSOUL here. Welcome you all guys to the new video. Today we have the cafe racer from Husqvarna. Yes guys, today we have the Husqvarna Vitpilen 250 with us guys. So without spending any time, let's just jump on to the video. As you guys can see, the bike has got a white and black color paint combination. The white is a matte kind of paint finish and a black is a glossy kind of paint finish. Especially this white color paint combination is absolutely beautiful. I don't think you guys can admire the beauty of this bike within these visuals, because in person the quality of the paint, especially the white color paint combination, completely suits this kind of a cafe racer bike, the Husqvarna Vitpilen 250. I'm extremely happy with the paint quality of this Husqvarna Vitpilen 250. So anyway, let's just start from the front. In the front we have got the LED headlights as that of the Husqvarna Vitpilen 401, similar to the lighting of the 401. That gives a proper lighting in the night time also, and we can also find the LED indicators similar to the 401. Again, has the proper build quality and also the looks for this Husqvarna Vitpilen 250. In the rear side again, we can find the tail light similar to the Husqvarna Vitpilen 401, and can also find the similar mud flappers which we already saw in the Husqvarna Vitpilen 401, the larger mud flappers which can already prevent the complete stones and mud splashing onto our back. And let's continue from the front. From the front we have got the 43mm USD forks from the WP Apex. Right now the stock settings of the suspension are on a stiffer side comparable to the KTM Duke 250, which provide the proper stability and also the comfort on the roads. And in the rear side we have got the monoshock suspension again from the WP Apex. In the rear side we get the softer suspension settings as the stock settings, because that provide the proper comfortable ride and also the stability needed in the corners and also the high speeds too. I'm happy with the stock settings of the suspension in the front and the rear, which gives a proper comfort and of course the stability too. Now let's see the main part of this Vitpilen 250, the engine. Yes, we got the same KTM Duke 250 Gen 3 engine, the 249.07cc single cylinder liquid cooled engine. Yeah, the engine is somewhat the character of a beauty and a beast, because we get that beast of a power after 6500 RPM, and if we are lower than the 6500 RPM we also get the proper mileage of like 30 to 35 km, which is better for a 250cc engine. The power figures of this engine is 31 bhp and 25 Nm of torque. These power figures are enough and more for Indian roads, and we can absolutely ride and enjoy this kind of a 250cc engine, because we also get this slipper clutch and also the smoother quick shifters too as that of the KTM Duke 250. I absolutely love the quick shifters on this Vitpilen 250 also. To completely put a stop to this Vitpilen 250, we get those 390 brakings in the front side itself, the 320mm disc rotors in the front side with the bi-brake calipers which are radially mounted, so that we get that proper sharper brakings in the front side itself. The ABS intervention is somewhat accurate, so that we get that proper feedback from the front brakes itself. And in the rear side we get the 240mm disc rotors with the bi-brake calipers too. The braking bite is enough and more for this Vitpilen 250. We also get the dual channel ABS, and in the supermoto mode we can completely turn off the rear ABS too. So in terms of the braking also, I absolutely love the braking. And looking into the tires, we have the MRF Rev C1 tires which have the proper dry grip. I absolutely love the grip of this MRF C1, especially in the corners and of course the high speeds too. We have got a 110 session tires in the front side and a 150 session tires in the rear side with the 17-inch alloy wheels. Unlike the tubed tires on the Husqvarna Vitpilen 401, we get a tubeless tires for this Vitpilen 250, which is a somewhat great thing to have a tubeless tires for this 250cc bike. Now let's check out the seats. We have got a single seat setup which are also extended up to like tank. Looking at the rider seats, they are much comfortable than the KTM Duke 250s and somewhat stiffer on the pillion seats also. So in comfort wise, rider will be having much comfort than the pillion. Anyway, let's just hop on the bike and feel the seat height. The seat height of this bike is like 820mm. I am a 5'8" guy. I completely have a planted foot. No issues with the seat height and all. If you are a shorter guy, don't worry, because we can completely rely on the suspension, because when we just hop on this bike, the suspension, the complete overall bike lowers a bit, so that we can have a complete planted foot. And the mirrors, we have got the round mount mirrors which absolutely work properly, showing the cars and bikes behind us. And we have got the same meter console, I mean the handlebar switch is similar to the KTM Duke 250. The pass switch and bright switch integrated into a single one. We absolutely have a bright LED headlights. The hazard switch, these switches are completely for toggling around the meter console. The indicator horn in the right side, we have got the ignition. And look into the meter console, we have got the complete details needed for the rider. Here goes the warning symbols, the fuel indication meter, the tachometer, a gear position indicator, the speedometer in the down. And we have also got the trip info, the average speed, the average mileage, time taken for trip 1. And looking into the menu, the ABS settings, the road mode, and of course the supermoto mode, and the bike info, engine temperature, range, battery, the odo, service, etc. The trip info and the lap timer. In the settings we can see the favorites so that we can set the interface according to our favorite setting. The quick selector, I mean for selecting the first things on the meter console. And the quick shifter, yes, as I told you before, we got the smoothest quick shifter on this Vitpilen 250. The battery smooth quick shifters too. So, and anything left, yeah, the tank capacity, we have got a 13.5 liters of fuel tank, and the mileage figures are similar to the KTM Duke 250, the 30 km per liter up to like 35 km per liter on highways. And the ground clearance, we have got 176 millimeter ground clearance, so don't need to worry about the ground clearance too. So anyway, before going over a short ride, let's just hear the exhaust note too. Yeah, we are on neutral. The exhaust note is similar to that of the KTM Duke 250, somewhat softer at the low RPMs, but also has that high note at the high RPMs too. Okay, let's just go for a short ride. Okay guys, finally we have reached the road, so let's just unleash this beast, the beauty and the beast, the Vitpilen 250. So the first thing when riding this bike we'll notice is the weight. It's similar to the weight of the KTM Duke 250, just 133 kilograms. So it's so lighter, so easy to manage, so agile. It's completely easy. Even if you are a beginner rider, don't need to worry about the weight. And we can also manage the bike if you are a beginner, because under the 6500 RPM, it more like acts like a 200cc mild bike. And if you need that performance, just feel free to open the throttle, because after those 6500 RPM, the complete character of this bike changes to an extremely aggressive bike in the 250cc category. And the braking, you might have seen the braking, just 2 fingers are enough and more. And the tires also works fine for this Vitpilen 250. Since we have the 390 braking, the 320 millimeters in the front, the braking is insane for this Vitpilen 250. Nothing to say about the braking. And talking about the quick shifter, I already mentioned in the review that these quick shifters are buttery smooth. Don't need to worry about nothing. We don't need the clutch anymore, because we have got these quick shifters that smooth. Okay, instead of just telling it, let me just show you. And right now we are on the 4th gear at like 4500 RPM. Yes, it's so smooth, no jerk or nothing. Not just the upshift but also the downshift feels more smoother, guys. And even after, oh my god, the throttle is much more sharper than the KTM Duke 250, because 250 had 2 riding modes, the track mode and the street mode, and we can only get that sharper throttle response in the complete track mode. Since this bike has got no riding modes, we can completely enjoy the sharp throttle at every instant. And since I am in this traffic, let me talk about the heating and the gearbox. The gearbox is much sharper. Like you have seen, it's no task for getting a new bike into neutral. So crispy gearbox. And talking about the heating, since this has got the curved radiator than the older flat radiator in the older versions, the bike handles the heat much well. Even in the harsh sunlight, I don't feel that kind of heating for this Husqvarna Vitpilen 250. And as you guys have seen, this is a proper attention grabber, no doubt in that. Unlike the KTM Duke 250, this bike grabs more attention than the KTM Duke 250. one crazy heck of a bike. The Husqvarna Vitpilen 250. Wow. Such an insane motorcycle. And that hard braking too. Oh my god. Beautiful bike, guys. Beautiful bike. And the on-road price of this Vitpilen 250 in Kerala is right now at 2,82,000 rupees something. And if I'm wrong, I will just correct it in the editing also. And if you guys need to know more details or having any more queries about this bike, feel free to contact in this number. These are the KTM officials, so they will be able to completely clear your doubt. Such a fun motorcycle. And as I told you before, since this has got the lowest weight, just 163 kgs, we can easily handle this bike. The proper attention grab. I can completely see guys are checking out this bike in the rear through these mirrors. Such an attention grabber, guys. Okay guys, that's a all for the Husqvarna Vitpilen 250 video. I think I have shown you much of the details of this beautiful 250, the Husqvarna Vitpilen 250. So we'll catch up in the next video. Until then, it's a bye from me. Okay, bye guys. I don't think I can reach my home any soon because of this huge traffic. Anyway, bye guys, bye.